The real fans get to see behind the scenes, Kara. Now, why isn't it KARALYNN?
My dad's name is Lynn.
You told me that.
Yeah, I did.
Because your parents put their names together to make your name.
Much like they did when they made me. Shoved it together.
They just shoved it together. They gagged all over each other to make you.
Classic mom and dad.
5, 6, 7, 8. We got Big Theater Kid Energy. Welcome to Big Theater Kid Energy, your least pretentious theater review podcast. I am your host, Ryan Garcia, and I went and saw the 2026 North American 25th anniversary tour of the musical Mamma Mia at the Ahmanson Theater in downtown LA. On the eve of her wedding, a daughter's quest to discover the fathers she never knew. I kind of messed that up. On the eve of her wedding, a daughter's quest to discover the father she's never known brings three men from her mother's past back to the Greek island they last visited decades ago, all to the music of ABBA. The tour's in LA through July 19th. You're not here yet.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
You just said a ba, and I was confused, but maybe that's just me.
I'm sorry. I want to respond to that, but unfortunately, you aren't here yet until I say I went and saw that with one of the quickest and funniest sketch writers and performers out there. Not to mention an incredibly talented screen and stage and voice actor. And interestingly enough, had a featured role in the movie MFA, my former guest Leah McKendrick's first feature film. She is verifiably funny on so many platforms, like almost all of them, basically so many of them that it's ridiculous that one of them is coveting that little blue check mark so closely. It's none other than Kara DUNTON!
It's me, I'm here.
Now you can speak, but not really, because your voice isn't really
My voice is
there.
gone. I was at VidCon all weekend, and now I am just like a little raspy guy.
I think I like it.
Yeah, I think like I could work it if I could hold on to it, if I got more time to practice. But eventually it's fleeting, like so many things in life.
Yeah, so many things.
So many things.
I love when I have a little bit of a rasp. I actually did this job for Netflix, a voiceover gig, and they said it doesn't sound right with the image. And then I had to do another voiceover job that killed my voice. I lost it doing a video game. Oof. And they brought me back the day after, and they're like, that's the voice we were looking for.
Did you have to redo it all?
I was like this for the character. And they were like, yeah, a man. Not the whatever you were doing before.
Oh, no. I just did a voice for Disney, and I kind of had it regular the first time I went in, and it was a good voice, but I didn't love it.
Yeah.
And when I came in for ADR, they were like, you sound too similar to this other character. So could you really make it like really deep and raspy? And I was like, oh yeah, I can. Here I come.
And they loved it?
And they loved it, yeah. I hope so. They told me they did. Maybe they hated me.
I know you went to UCLA and got a BFA. BA?
BA. It's
BA.
weird. For some reason, ours wasn't a fine arts. Sometimes I pretend it is.
Let's just pretend now.
I usually don't correct people, but if it's
You just felt like we're trying to be so honest, but it's recorded now.
It's recorded.
And that's a contract.
I don't want people to be like, you at UCLA isn't a BFA.
Let me Google that really quick, Kara. You got a BA in theater at UCLA.
I did.
And that was a film and TV and theater program, right?
Yeah, it's the TFT program, which is theater, film, and television.
But then, like, when did you start dipping your toe into the sketch world? Was that before college? Was that in college? When did that, like, comedy bug thing start?
You know, the comedy bug hit me at my senior year because I'm someone who has always been really easy to access my emotions. But I realized because I was getting cast in so much stuff that was all drama, that around my senior year when we were working on Shakespeare, I was just kind of tired of it. Yeah. And so instead of like, everyone was choosing these super dramatic scenes, and I was like, let's do comedy. I did one of Queen Margaret's scenes, but from the first War of the Roses play. And she has this like really sexy scene with like the Earl of, I'm going to say it wrong now. Oh my God.
Just make it up. No one's
Earl
going to
of Gloucester?
Yeah.
Gloucester.
Sure. I mean, honestly, I don't know. You could say anything about it right now. And if it's not Much Ado About Nothing or Romeo and Juliet, I'm going to be like, yeah, of course, Earl of Gloucester.
It's all my classical training just leaving my body all at once. But we did this like really funny, silly scene. And it went really well in class. And then after that, I swear, everybody in that class just started choosing comedy. And that's, I think, the first time that I was really like, okay, so it's great that I can do like the heavy dramatic stuff, the kind of stuff
Yeah.
that just because crying is such that skill in theater school that people are like, well, if I can't do that, I'm not a real actor.
Right.
That everyone's chasing that. And so kind of in the middle of that, when I was like, I can do that, let me do other stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't chase comedy professionally until like I think right before the pandemic because I got so pigeonholed into doing teen drama when I was like auditioning and like going out for like every CW show. Did a series with Awesomeness TV that was teen drama. Once I like hit my 30s and I was still playing parts where I was like, Dad, do you think I'm smart? I was like, I gotta do something else.
Yeah. This is not
I
fulfilling,
can't
maybe?
do this. Yeah.
Did you also have, because it feels like, you know, a lot of people think they can do comedy. Not everybody like actually has. And I saw
Yeah.
this one clip that was incredible, but it was Tracy Morgan talking about comedy versus funny. That it's like a lot of like comedy is math, like in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like it's just understanding the setup
timing,
joke.
it's-
It's knowing when to break the tension. And then funny is just something like you have or you don't in a lot of ways. Like that's the way he
Interesting.
described it. It's like, I can make this mug in front of me funny. Like I can find a funny thing just by talking about this mug.
Yeah.
And not everybody has that thing. So like even when you're in college, and sorry for all the gardeners, it's so funny. It's so funny, these gardeners. This is my home, okay? And sometimes I can't control what's happening outside that door.
This guy is like, I'm so sorry about these gardeners I hired. Yes, I hired gardeners
Yes,
because I'm very
I
successful and I
pay.
can afford it.
This is a garage attached to my house.
This is my garage with all my fancy equipment. Now these gardeners that I'm paying to be here are here.
Isn't that funny? Anyway, I think that about like, oh, so these other students see you do comedy, and they're like, we're all gonna do comedy now. And then did you also have like a moment of like, oh, not everyone can do this?
Well, one, because my skills weren't like refined then. I've always been a funny person, but I don't, doing that scene that I had so much fun doing, I don't know if it was brilliant or not. I think I realized that not everyone could do the things that I can, at least writing wise, was when I started doing like sketch, and I was kind of doing sketch on TikTok because I wanted to put out comedy in a place where nobody knew me and I could just kind of get feedback from it, and nobody was on TikTok. Well, and then my videos started going viral, and I was like, I couldn't hide like that
Yeah,
anymore.
it's all
I
out
had to
there now.
really step into it because I knew what I was doing wasn't funny enough yet.
Right.
And I was like, I have to do more.
And that's like you're talking about the writing that can kind of like actually set you
Yeah.
apart of. And it's like also I feel like sometimes I love like the Vine world of where it all began.
Oh, yeah.
And seeing like Bo Burnham and one of them being like, oh, this is my jam. This is my jam. Turn the music down. This is my jam. And like holding up
Yeah,
a
yeah,
thing of jam.
just
Like
a
it's just
jam.
a simple, it's just a punchline.
yeah.
It's barely a setup.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and they call like on like stage during sketches, they call some of those blackout sketches where you think it's going to go further, but it's just kind of one really, really big punchline, and then you black out.
Right.
And there's like a lot of like good in that, and the ones that hit can really, really hit.
Everyone has their own style, but I do like really respect the long form
Yeah.
of like sketch when you can get like a long form sketch and it keeps escalating and changing
And it
and
keeps
flipping on
escalating,
itself.
turning, change, escalate, turn, change.
Right.
And if you can do that well,
Yeah.
then I'm like, hell yeah.
Right. That's a
Oh.
little bit more of like a nod to, oh, well done.
Yeah. Well,
that is
especially
impressive.
you get used to structure and you can always guess the end.
Right.
So if I'm watching a 3-minute sketch and I can guess the punchline in the first 10 seconds, then I'm
Right.
going to be bored. But it's the comedians that can keep flipping it, keep turning it, where I never know where it's going.
Yeah.
That is what I find funny, and that's why I love things like Tim Robinson, is you never know where he's going to go.
Right.
He can take something so mundane and make it incredibly absurd and like build and build and build. There's so many people I've met, though, that are like, I hate it and I don't get it. And I'm like, you're dumb.
Yeah.
And I'm better
And
than
they
you.
are.
Actually,
and you
this
are.
is what comedy is, bro.
And then you choke them.
Yeah, this is what comedy is.
Welcome to Gaggers. And that's a callback to something you don't know about. Anyway, did you also do musical theater? Are you a musical theater person?
I always wanted to do musical theater, but I never really had the talent for it.
Yeah.
So I can carry a tune. I think, sing better than like the average
Not
person.
right now, you can't.
No. I was listening to Mamma Mia in the car, and I was like, I bet I can sing SOS, and I could not.
Can't even start it.
No.
Like when I lose my voice, I feel like I lose my identity. in a big way?
I felt like that all weekend.
You're at VidCon where it's like you're very much in the public eye. You're out there in front of people.
Well, and we both do voiceover. I'm always doing silly little voices.
You can't.
We did this thing called VidCon After Dark, which was just kind of a live show with a bunch of
Right, where
comedy
you
people.
showed the best cartwheel you could do.
That
Check the
video,
internet to see Kara's best cartwheel.
the prompt
she can
was
do.
mediocre cartwheel.
Check
So
the
I
video.
did a really mediocre cartwheel, and someone filmed it, and I added it to my Instagram story, but the prompt isn't there, so it's just me doing a really mediocre on stage at VidCon. We're doing this stage show, and I'm used to being like, "Yeah, sweetheart," and like, "Oh boy," like.
And the only part you can do is the "yeah, sweetheart."
Yeah, it was every character was, "Yeah, sweetheart, this is me
I'm
now."
a New Yorker who has been smoking for my whole
And
life.
I am walking here. And this is peak comedy.
And let me tell you what, I am still
Walking
walking
here.
here.
After I'm like, I think with comedy I can do something that no one else can, and then I make a "I'm walking here" joke.
Here's the thing about my comedy. It's so highbrow.
hey, I'm a New Yorker and I like pizza.
Check out my references.
Mamma mia. Hey,
Hey, great segue.
But yeah, it's just like when I can't do my silly little voices.
I lose. I'm just not able. I feel like nobody likes me. I feel unloved. I feel unlovable.
no.
No, seriously, like that. That's like my way of connecting. That's my way.
These voices are a mask
These voices are a mask.
that I can't get through to
I
the
don't want
real
anyone to know
you.
the real Ryan.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
but that is the real Ryan. The real Ryan is all the voices.
All the voices. What is this, Legion?
Yes.
Little X-Men joke for you.
You guys like that?
You
Do you guys like that?
Hey, do you like this?
Can we keep doing the Legion jokes, or should we talk about ABBA?
Like to talk about this TV show.
Anyway, we can keep talking about that in the context of Mamma Mia.
Yeah. Well, and I'm always like singing and doing stuff. So like on the way to VidCon, I was singing Mamma Mia because it was just like,
Yeah.
I was still coming off of this like high from seeing the show. Like Mamma Mia is such a feel good show.
It's such a joy bomb.
So much energy, and I think there is something about seeing live theater where I at least really absorb the energy from the actors on stage, and it gives me like, it's different than like seeing a movie where it's like, yes, I love this, but it's still on my TV and I'm separate.
Yes.
When you go to the theater, especially a show like Mamma Mia, that's just like big pop songs, feel good stories, like holding on to love, falling in love, being in love. I was driving to VidCon and I'm like singing and I felt great.
Nothing can go wrong from here.
And then now I just haven't had a voice since then. Like I fell asleep the first night I got there and I woke up and I was with my friend Stanzi and I was like, hello, oh no. And I kept trying to cough it out of my throat and she was like, I'm going to go get you a cup of tea.
And slow down.
Yeah.
So, Mamma Mia is the show we are talking about. This is the 25th anniversary. So they started it by doing it on Broadway at the original theater that they had done it at for a 6-month run at the Winter Garden Theater, which is where it started. And what I think was so great about it, there's so many things that are so great about this show. But Judy Kramer, who's a producer, a British producer, she had the idea in the early 1990s, and everyone was like, that's insane. Like, this ABBA music does not make a story. No one's going to like this.
Was this the first musical that did that?
I don't think so. That didn't come up in my research, but it is like one of the ones that's like a standout of like not biographical in the way that it is a jukebox musical. So to come just like using the music to tell an entirely different story that has nothing to do with ABBA, it's kind of like the stamp of that type of musical.
Yeah, it's kind of what Bubba Gump Shrimp did.
It's kind of like Bubba Gump Shrimp did.
Where they were like, the movie Forrest Gump can't make an international chain that only serves shrimp. And they did it.
And they did it.
And hot damn, they did it good.
No one believed him.
No one believed in him.
Anyway, in 1999, Mamma Mia premiered in London. And then it went to Broadway in 2001 at the Winter Garden Theater, as I said before, and ran for 14 consecutive years for over 5,700 performances.
Wow.
So it's just like, it is one of the longest running ones. I love when there's a story like that where no one believes in it and they persevere and push through.
Cats was probably first.
Cats?
Never mind. Never mind.
The first, what?
For a second, I was like, oh, well, Cats is...
based on the music of Kiss?
I don't know what happened in my brain. Because I remembered, no, Andrew Lloyd Webber just wrote that.
Yeah.
Because I'm always trying to figure out the reason why.
Why something
And there's-
hits.
Well, no, just why Cats exist.
Why Cats exist. And I was talking about this in the pod with my friend Casey Rogers. We were talking about, I want to see Jellicle Ball, because everyone who's seen Jellicle Ball has said this is what Cats should have always been.
Yes.
It should never, because it's just like everyone go to the ball and have a good time. We don't need a story trying to connect these nonsensical pieces of music, which I think is what you're trying to connect here.
Yeah.
It's like these pieces of music don't necessarily connect.
Yeah.
But he did that on purpose.
Okay, so there was a reason I said that.
I found it, and we found it together.
We found it together.
Good teamwork. But music and lyrics by Benny Andersson and Bjorn Ulvaeus of ABBA. And also book by Katherine Johnson, who's like, she's actually like very much like lauded for the difficult act of putting these songs together into something that actually I thought worked so well.
Oh, yeah.
In the story. The book is great.
There were like, I think there's like one song that I didn't quite
understand how it connected.
I just didn't understand the intention behind it, or of like, and it's when the young woman is talking to one of the dads, and he's kind of like, "Don't get married." Mm-hmm. But I couldn't tell if he was saying "Don't get married" or
when Sky ran off because he discovered that why she had brought her parents here.
Yeah.
And then the one father.
And one of the dads is like, "Don't do it." I that's the only place where I got a little confused. Mm-hmm. But also, I have ADHD, so sometimes I will zone out and I'll miss things. So I didn't know if I had missed something or if he was just like kind of being a jerk.
Yeah, I did that one. I think that is the one for me. I just that was just like, oh, maybe I'm confused as how this ties in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, great job, Catherine. One note.
No, wait, hold on.
No, Catherine, if we could just
They're
go
like,
back. Can we get Catherine? Can someone send me Catherine's Insta so we can get Carolyn in touch with her?
No. After I'm like, I'm a writer. Let me tell you about writing. It's like, oh, you never sold anything. I do my silly little jokes on my silly little Instagram.
And comes at one of the longest running Broadway musicals that became a super successful movie.
That could have been the direction. I don't know. I could have not paid attention.
Well, speaking of, this was directed by the original director.
Oh, good. Coming
Phillida,
after them, too.
Phillida Lloyd. And Phillida also directed the movie and the sequel, and also Iron Lady.
Oh.
Meryl Streep.
Oh.
I know. I also did the O and then went O.
Oh, yeah.
The O is how you make that connection.
Oh, yeah.
And just to speak about ABBA really quick before we get further into the musical, they formed in Stockholm, Sweden in 1972. And their name came from you know how their name, the name of ABBA comes from?
Initials?
It is initials.
Wow.
It's the four bandmates. It's the first letter of each of their four names.
Yeah.
Makes
That
ABBA.
makes sense.
And they won a Eurovision Song Contest in 1974. And that's what got them on the map.
I mean, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
With the costumes and the...
Got to find a way to be seen.
Yeah.
You got to be flashy.
Because Celine Dion won Eurovision.
Did she?
She did at one point, but not for Canada.
For who?
I don't remember. I literally saw it. I was doing an Instagram scroll.
Yeah.
And it said, "Did you know Celine Dion won Eurovision?" But like, I want to say Switzerland.
Right.
Because that would make sense to me.
Yeah.
But and then I was just like, I didn't know that.
Move on.
I have no reason to look further.
But you know what? I will log that memory and use it later.
Look, when I'm on a podcast where people can fact check me, put it in the comments. I don't even know. Put it in the send me an email.
Can you please send Carolyn Dunton an email? Her email is gagmedunton@gmail.com.
Classic me. Gag me Dunton, my old college nickname.
You know what I forgot to get and grab was the actual playbill.
I meant to bring mine.
And maybe I should go find it really quick. I feel like I want it. Now where do you think I put it?
I don't know where you specifically put things.
Yeah, it could still
Did
be
you
in my... It should
take
be
it out of the
in-
car?
It could be in my car. All right, we're going to hold right here. We're just going to pause for a second.
And now it's time for Kara's Secrets Corners. Kara's got a lot of secret corners. All of my corners are secret, and I won't tell you where they are. But they're there. They're somewhere in the world. And most of them are connected to each other. Not all of them. You ever seen just a spare corner floating around? Well, that's mine. I don't tell anyone about it, because it's my secret. It's my secret corners. I have secret corners set up all over this country. And some even abroad. That's right. I went to London this last month even. You know how many secret corners I left there? A lot of them. And Ryan, I hope you like this bit when you're editing it in post. Unless someone else is editing. If that's you, don't tell Ryan about my secret corners. They're everywhere. And I can't tell you about them. If you happen to find, if you happen to happen on one of them, don't tell anyone about it. But you'll know it's mine. They always know it's mine. Kara's secret little corners. That's right. Scattered across land and sea. Some of them are in the ocean. You ever heard about Atlantis? Let me tell you, it's not what you think. It's mostly just my secret little corners. And they're secret, and that's why nobody thinks it's real. But it's real. It's full of my secret corners.
There's got to be a digital one, right?
There's a thing called playbill.com. What website, what does that website do?
It announces new shows that are coming up.
But don't they have the playbills for that show?
I don't know.
If they don't, then I think they should change their name. And this is a threat, playbill.com.
Anyway, let's talk about the show a little bit.
Yeah, I guess that's the point
That's the point of being here.
of your show.
My show is about my guest and the show we saw.
Oh, it's about me.
And it's so about you. Today is all about you.
Here's top 10 reasons why I should have played every role in Mamma Mia.
1.
I really want it.
Honestly, that's the only one I need to hear.
That's all. Honestly, she got the job. Come see KARALYNN Dunton doing Mamma Mia, the one-woman show at the Ahmanson. She doesn't have her voice, and even if she did, she could not hit all these notes.
But the costume changes are really exciting.
And she really wants it, so everybody be nice.
You're just like, she really like wanted this so bad. And let me just say, going to this show was exactly what I expected it to be.
Yeah.
I expected to have killer voices, super fun choreography, to feel like on cloud 9 for 2.5 hours.
I mean, we were like not screaming, but there were several moments where Ryan and I were like, huh, huh.
Yeah.
Because we're so excited and just happy to be there.
Let's speak about the one moment that I think is one will live with me forever.
Oh my God.
And that was Jalen Steele, who played Tanya, one of the mother's best friends.
Yeah.
The mother's best friend, Donna Sheridan, played by Jessica Crouch, who we will get into.
Oh, we'll get into Jessica Crouch.
Don't you worry about it. But this was in the song Dancing Queen. Went from Chiquita into Dancing Queen. It's like somewhere, it's in between those.
Yeah, and the mom finally tells the friends that these men are here.
Yeah, and who they are.
And who they are. And they freak out and they go to look out the window.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
She's okay. So Chiquita is her being all depressed.
Yeah.
She's laying on the bed and they don't know what she's depressed about. And so they're over there like trying to cheer her up. And it's such a fun, like they put so many bits, comedic bits into this.
The physical comedy, like the clown work that they were doing for some of these songs was incredible.
Yes. Jalen Steele as Tanya and Carly Sokolov as Rosie. But in that moment that we're talking about, she says they're right out there at the bar.
The two women go to look out the window, and as they're going, she says,
Don't look.
And
Jalen Steele jumps and planks in the air and dead fishes onto the bed.
But it's instantaneous.
It's so fast. It's like she heard it while she was in midair and just
and falls.
I imagine that is a bit that has worked since the first moment they thought of it, and is the showstopper every single time.
The laugh that got, I mean, it was so well, like, and it was timing. Comedy, comedy's about time.
Tell us what comedy. Hey, I'm walking here again.
But the timing of it was so perfect. And in my head, I'm like, they do this every night. I'm like, yeah, of course they do, because it's just math.
Yes. But I think she was really impressive. To me, she was maybe my like comedic star of the show, was Jalen Steele.
Yeah.
That not only was she hitting comedy in ways where it was like, oh, this is comedy math at its best.
Yeah.
But then she was also doing just surprising stuff that was like, oh, that's a funny person.
Yeah. Well, because also her character is more of the,
I have money.
I'm the rich one.
I married a lot of rich men, and now I have money and expectations.
And I don't think I'll get married again, but I'm down to have fun with a young boy.
I'm the Samantha.
Yeah, she's the Samantha. So when she's doing like all these physical comedy stuff, it's very unexpected because you kind of expect her to be like the hoity-toity one. And she can still play these comedic bits while keeping that like gravitas about her.
And also a voice for days.
Oh my God.
By the way, everyone.
Oh, everyone had a voice for days.
Every single person has a voice for days. And I think what's really cool also is that Juliet M. Ojeda, who played Sophie Sheridan. Similarly to Abba, who she plays the daughter
Yeah.
who's looking for her dad's. Similar to Abba, I said Abba, but I meant Abba.
Yeah.
Do you say aunt or aunt?
I say aunt.
So Abba. During the COVID-19
There's no you. There's no you in that.
Yeah, but it feels right?
Yeah. Yeah.
God. Yeah, I guess I have nothing else to say about that. He pushed and I folded immediately.
Yeah.
She kind of made a whole TikTok audience off of putting her singing performances onto TikTok.
Good.
And so that was during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And then she was on The Voice and she gained fame on The Voice in 2023.
I mean, none of this surprised me because she has one of those voices that is so smooth.
Yeah.
And so gorgeous that one, it sounds easy. So I listen to her and I'm like,
Oh, I can do this.
oh, I can do this. No, I can't.
No, but she is making that's what a ballet dancer does when they're
When they're fluttering.
and it's every muscle in their body is tensing perfectly to make it.
But she's also so beautiful.
So beautiful.
That it's hard to keep your eyes off of her. And she really, really captured that big, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, full of hope and love that Sophie needs.
Mm-hmm. If every character in the show, if you snapped your fingers and they all became animals and this became an animal production, she'd be like a cute little squirrel.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just you said bushy. And
bushy
I thought
tailed,
the big
and you were
bushy tail.
right,
I was
as if
she would be a
everybody
squirrel.
was an animal
And
on
what would
stage.
the other animals be?
And then
that's
the
what this
pure
show
carnage
is.
that would happen because some of them are predators. It's
Well, we all know that the one guy who's like a cowboy, he becomes a bull,
yeah.
and then they're the China shop.
Yeah. And everyone's gored and the play ends and everyone's like, what was this? This wasn't Mamma Mia.
This is not Mamma Mia. Who made the banana? Who snapped their fingers? She was so wonderful.
Yeah.
And her woman who played her mom, Jessica Crouch. First off, she's got all these long flowy outfits.
Yeah.
The whole time, and she's singing. But
Well, and she's supposed to because she's a mom, but she's also, there's a lot of lines when the guys first see her and they're like, oh, we thought she was going to be kind of
she's still got it.
yeah, it's oh, she's still got it. And it's
That's some of the 90s stuff.
Yeah.
You know? That has
I thought she would be ugly. It was
that's not a cow.
just
That's a leopard.
What do you
if we
mean?
snapped our fingers, she wouldn't turn into a cow.
a woman past 40 can still be
Still
attractive?
attractive?
What?
Guys, she's in her sexual prime. Back off.
Yeah, back off.
Then she later puts on that performative outfit.
Because they go back to the old days where they used to sing together and they put on their more ABBA-centric outfits. And
Very
you're
big, Euro pop glam.
yeah, it's the big Elvis outfits with the sparkles. No cape, because it's not Elvis. It's
Not
Eurovision.
Elvis.
Just the costumes.
Out of this world.
Phenomenal.
But that's when you're oh, she's ripped.
Oh, she's ripped.
Not only is obviously she beautiful and an incredible singer.
Yeah.
She could tear these men in half.
Oh my gosh. Right before she sings The Winner Takes It All, she's getting changed for her daughter's wedding. She helps her daughter get changed. And then one of the dads comes in and she was wearing a robe and she had a slip underneath. She goes to put on her dress. She takes off her robe. And I was sitting there being it's an odd time to take off your robe.
Yeah.
Because now that there's a man there and I was is she doing this for attention? And because I think of myself in that situation. If I was, would I just get changed in front of this man?
Right.
Do I want him
and
to?
this man being Sam, who is the one that really broke her heart.
She's really in love with, and she's
played by Victor Wallace, who we'll talk about more as well.
But she takes off her robe, and I was oh, interesting choice. And then while she's singing, I'm oh, she's got the biceps. And not only is that song, I don't know if you're trying to get here yet.
Get there.
You tuck your belt for the big emotional moments.
Right.
When she started belting, Ryan and I grabbed each other.
Yeah.
This woman is just ripped.
Yeah, and let me just say, while it is sure alluring to be in the slip or whatever,
Yeah.
it's also intimidating because you're oh, this is a powerful human being in front of me.
But also, what she's really doing there is laying herself bare.
Yes.
She's been holding on to all this stuff the whole show. And she's I can't let him know. I don't want him to know. How dare he, but I still love him. Mamma Mia, now I know again. I should never have let you go. And then she finally takes it all off and just like kind of lets him have it because she knows he got married. He left her to get married. She doesn't know that he's divorced.
He was engaged when they hooked up the first time. He lied to her.
Yeah. And then she's
and that
like,
was also like pretty loose argument from him, by the way, to be like, I had to go. It's like, yeah, well, you didn't have to lie and hook up with this woman.
yeah, like
Do you know what I mean?
man logic.
Man logic, bad. Especially
Bad,
90s
bad.
man logic. Not that it's gotten better, but it's been more like scrutinized.
Yeah. I think, and it's really anyone's logic. I don't mean to harp on men, but I always will.
But it usually is a man. But no, what you're saying is that, like, what were you saying?
Oh, it was like such a perfect moment,
Yes.
not only like performance wise, but direction wise, emotional. Because she was like holding back the whole time.
Yeah. That's such a great point, because when you first see her and they're all frozen and
Yeah.
you get that little like internal song from her as she's walking around to all these past relationships. But every time she's around them after that is her constricting. And we're seeing how she starts to
And it's funny
unravel.
sometimes, like I have to go organize my handbag.
And it starts with the friends being like, you can still be joyful even while this is happening.
Yeah.
Don't forget what this is about. And it's about your daughter. Let's go show her who you are at her bachelorette party by like reliving our past.
Yeah.
So each of those layers starts to get peeled back until, like you're saying, this is the one where now it's all out. And it's our 11 o'clock number.
Yeah, and she's like, even her clothes that have like, you know, she's like wearing the overalls and then wearing like the big costume for the big ABBA numbers, and then, you know, her daughter's getting ready for a wedding, and then she just finally sheds it all, and she's finally honest kind of for the first time in this big like, great, you won, like what else do you want from me? Like I lost, leave me alone. She also just doesn't hold back vocally. And again, she wasn't like holding back vocally, but
No, but it's just, you don't need that full tigress strength to come
the
out.
whole time. And I think that's also a mark of like a really brilliant performer, really great direction.
well crafted, well written.
Yeah.
Knowing same thing you were saying about sketch. Like we need to give ourselves somewhere to escalate to.
Yeah.
There has to be somewhere to go.
There has to be something like more, something surprising. You don't want to like blow your load, so to speak, in the first act.
Right.
You want to keep everyone there, but when you reach that second act, you know, I think that's like, I love Wicked, but Defying Gravity is the big song.
Yeah.
And it's in the first act.
Yeah.
So it's hard because you want more of it.
It's a classic issue with musical theater.
Yeah.
Where the second act isn't as strong as the first act.
Yeah.
And I think like this one actually did. The second act had me just as pulled in.
Yeah.
And turned up as the first act
Because we
did.
get that payoff.
That release.
And mind you, like Wicked is a much more complex plot, so I'm not giving notes on Wicked. I'm not giving notes on Wicked.
Do you want to give a couple notes?
I have a few. Hold on. I pull out a giant book.
Let's talk about Victor Wallace, who played Sam Carmichael, who she's singing to in that moment. And he's actually like one of like the true veterans of the show. He also played Sam during the original Broadway run. And over a decade ago.
Which one is the same character?
Sam is the one that she's singing to in that moment, right?
Oh, wow.
So there's the fathers. Let me just, because there's Harry. What's the other father's name?
Sting.
I think it was Sting, right?
It's like definitely not that.
It's Bill Anderson, who's kind of like the cowboy.
Oh, yeah. See, I have the whole playbill.
Oh, wow, you got it. Great. So there's Bill, right?
On
there's
playbill.com.
Huh, so they do have it there.
Yeah.
Good for them. Anyway, Victor Wallace, who... It kind of happens to me when I have somebody on here who is like when they take the reins, they kind of steal my show, and I like that.
It's my show now.
I like when that happens. But what I was gonna say is like, so there's these three different relationships. The one with Bill, that's kind of just this cowboy kind of guy. It's like, I think that like no one's gonna fall in love with the cowboy, right? He makes his way in, he makes his way out. He's a sheriff of his own town.
Yeah, but someone did fall in love with him. It's
We'll
hard when you say that
we'll
that
get
way.
to that.
Oh my
we'll
God.
get to that because I don't know that would call that falling in love.
We call that being a predator.
And then there's Harry, who, by the way, was played by an understudy, Rob Hancock, who was wonderful.
He was so good.
As that character, as Harry. And turns out, first of all British people are gay, including Harry, and
Yeah.
also all gay people are emotional, and that's a joke in the 90s.
Yeah, that is a joke in the 90s of like, and here's a gay man and now he can't stop crying.
And
He
it's
comes out and then he's like, I just cry at weddings. And it's like, okay.
Okay, easy joke because it was in a different time.
Yeah.
But then there's Sam Carmichael, who's the one that's like, I left my wife and I want to be with you.
Yeah.
And Victor, who played the role on Broadway and in the Broadway revival and now is in the tour, it's like he's lived this character for so long.
Yeah.
And you can tell.
Oh,
Like, it's
he was
just
yeah.
so dropped. He's like, that's Sam.
Yeah.
That's so dropped into his body.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the song that we're just kind of like playing with right now, which was Rosie, played by Carly Sakalov, which was Take a Chance on Me.
Yeah.
I think that is one for me in 2026 that could have used a redirect.
I think it really needed a redirect.
I think there were other ways to make Take a Chance on Me work that isn't the character of Bill not wanting
Yeah.
to have any kind of relationship.
To set the stage, this guy is like the whole time been like, I'm just like out here alone. And then one of the mom's best friends kind of falls for him and she sings Take a Chance on Me. But while she's doing it, she's like, if you change your mind, and she's kind of coming at him, and it's right before the wedding. So there
Literally,
are chairs
she
everywhere.
says the wedding is in 5 minutes.
She says the wedding's in 5 minutes. No one's in their seats yet, which is wild.
I've never been to a wedding like that.
No. People get to their seats.
Everyone's showing up at they're all theater people.
Yeah.
Thank you, 5, and then they show up to their places.
Give me a break. No.
I don't think so.
She's like on one of the doorways being like, if you change it, and she's like nervous to say it, and he's like, no.
He's immediately like, I want to leave this space.
And
I no longer feel safe.
He keeps putting chairs in front of her, and she's like snarling and kind of like crawling, and it's kind of Pepe Le Pew, but gender swapped. And I think because they gender swapped it, it's supposed to make you feel safe.
It made me think of watching The Mask, and I love The Mask. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
But then when I rewatch it, the scene where they're in the park and he becomes the Frenchman and Cameron Diaz is there waiting for Jim Carrey, not the Mask.
Yeah.
And the Mask is now Pepe Le Pew, basically, in a full French outfit. He's a predator. And
Yeah.
she's trying to escape.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I'm like, oh, this is not a cute moment.
Or there's this one moment in Ratatouille where the chef is acting super weird and the woman's like, you're making me uncomfortable. And then the rat on his head makes them kiss. And all of a sudden she melts into him. And I'm like,
That's not the message we're looking for.
I was like, what? And this is in Ratatouille?
Yeah.
But they had that kind of moment. And I think that there are definitely like within the modern lens of like being a predator is regardless of gender.
Yeah.
So just because it's a woman doesn't make it okay.
Agreed.
And I think that there were ways, like you said, to like redirect it or maybe do like subtle rewrites. I don't even think you actually have to rewrite anything.
No.
It's just a point of view shift of
It's all about his character.
Yeah.
Instead of his character being kind of like, I need to get out of this space, it's just about, I'm a loner. And
Yeah.
that's how I like my life to be, and just unsure if he wants to be coupled, even though he's being drawn toward her because
Yeah.
he does have that magnetism, but he's fighting against what his identity has been his whole life, which is, I am stronger alone.
I think it's harder to do that on stage because you don't have the benefit of subtlety like you would do on
Maybe
film.
I think it's
but
actually
I think it was
possible.
possible. I think it's definitely possible because they also had flirty lines.
It could just be him instead. Like the beginning moment is her sitting in one chair,
Yeah.
and him seeing it, and just kind of like, ugh, and then she moves one chair over, and so he moves one chair away. Like just add a little bit of him like reaching back toward her,
Yeah.
and then fighting himself,
Yeah.
rather than fighting her. If
Yeah.
we can see some internal struggle from him and actually being convinced by her, take a chance on me.
Yeah.
He was
'Cause
never convinced until he starts taking his shirt off, and they
they're-
start having sex.
in the middle of the thing, and then all the guests come in right at the same time, as if they're waiting in line outside.
As if they're like, and she's got his dick out, go.
Oh, they had a really flirty line, and I just want to bring this up because it was so funny. He said, we caught like a big snapper, and she goes, I mean, you can come pepper my snapper any day or something like this. And there was like an older gentleman behind us who just goes, oh. And it was so funny.
Yes, he also was cracking me up because he clearly did not know what the plot of Mamma Mia was. So when she's like, one of these three guys is my dad, he went, oh. And I'm like, wow, to have lived a full life and not know anything about
Not
what
know
Mamma Mia
anything.
is about. I just want to talk about the other big understudy for me that was like really Sky,
Yeah.
who was played by Jason Moulet, who's the understudy. No idea. Watching it, he was so fantastic.
I think some of his best parts too were his comedic timing.
Yeah.
When he didn't have any lines.
Yes.
He was brilliant. Even just in little moments of just interacting with like the comedy that was going on, where during this whole thing, and he's like standing next to the priest.
Yeah. The wedding is getting interrupted and people are talking about how they've had so much sex in the past. And he's looking at the priest like
ooh, or like, ooh. That there was something even in those moments that was like eye-catching but not distracting. I don't want to say like I was distracted by him on stage doing this stuff. He was just so funny that it was a pleasure to watch.
He was complimenting the story.
Yeah.
It was every joke that he had that was unspoken was based on the given circumstances. And didn't feel like they were pulling focus. I just want to say, I know this is totally out of order and where I should have started.
Sorry.
But no, this is me. I loved how like the show is so well crafted in the way it introduces the massive cast is, in one of those first songs in the actual like hotel, as they start to just populate, I think it's Money, 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 as they start to populate the stage. I thought it was so well choreographed and exploding more and more people.
And the lighting was brilliant.
Brilliant.
Like the way that the follow spot of when they're singing Money, 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 and not only do you have like the main characters kind of in these brighter costumes, but they would have some moments where, they're all like out and it's this gorgeous panorama and the main character is really standing out through all this. Your attention is exactly where it needs to be. So even the lighting in the show, I would say, was brilliant.
I totally agree. And I also want to say that I thought the set design was brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Just these two walls that get flipped around and put in different kind of like, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, different
positions.
Yeah, not positions though. There's like better formations.
Yeah.
They were using like different formations on set to create inside the hotel courtyard, inside a room, out front of the hotel, the back of the hotel, the wedding ceremony. Like it was so well moved to just be like, oh, I was actually like took a moment to go back and go, that was just two set pieces.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of chairs and tables.
Chairs and tables. They had like half of a boat that they kind of wheeled on, and they had like a drink cart to kind of signify other spots. It was like very minimalistic.
To speak about Predator 2, the little boy was a predator to Jalen Steele at one point, but somehow that one they made work. And one I think is like she was never in danger.
Yeah, she was never in danger. And also they had it eventually said at one point like
they slept last night.
They had slept together last night. So he's just kind of like a horny little boy who wants more.
We established a relationship.
Yeah.
And so I'm going off the rules I thought we had established.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, honey, let me teach you about the world.
Oh, honey.
Yeah, right. It's always a cigarette.
Baby, run back to your mommy.
Do you think with this voice you have right now, you do the cigarette bit more?
Yeah, I think I'm doing the cigarette bit way more.
Because you have like a smoker's sound to you.
And that's what I feel like in my... I can feel
the weight of the
years of the
cigarettes.
Oh, but boy, does it take the edge off.
I remember seeing a musical one time, and the woman's voice was out of this world. And then after the show, I see her outside, and she's smoking a cig, and I'm just like, "What? How?" And it's just a thing of like, I'll never have that voice that some of these people that we just watched have. Because
which is unfair to me.
Which is really like, how dare everybody? But I can't sing like Victor Wallace, and I never will sing like Victor Wallace. And I don't think I can train too, because he was just born with certain capabilities.
Because I think that there are certain things like, it's a craft.
Yes.
So like I'm someone who can carry a tune, but I have no technique. So without that technique, I'm going to like constantly be hurting my instrument, even though I've taken years of voice and speech as an actor.
Yeah.
So I can protect my instrument, but not in a singing way. I don't have the technique for that, and that to not only have that raw natural talent, but also have this brilliant technique and also stamina. Because stamina and some of those things you can work on, but it's that raw talent.
There's a ceiling.
There's a ceiling. And there's always going to be a ceiling for me.
And that's what this has been all about.
Yeah. Is
that there's limitations.
It's unfair, and that's unfair.
And it's not okay, but you know what they can't do? be as funny.
Maybe but
This-
what if
might-
they're all
what if
funny
they're
and
also-
brilliant? Because I never even met them once.
You never even met them.
I never even met those guys one time.
Should have stage doored. Everyone, I think, if you are in the LA area, should go and see this show. It is such
It's so
a
fun.
fun time.
Well, because I was also afraid it was going to be just a little too much fluff for me.
Right.
I'm not a huge fan of jukebox musicals, but I love ABBA, so I knew I already liked the music in this one. I'd never seen it on stage. I was afraid that it was just going to be too lightweight for me.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, the second I was in there, I just felt good the whole time.
There's also like the relationships are so real.
Yeah.
The sisterhood between the best friends of the daughter as well as the best friends of the mother.
Yeah.
It just draws you in. The relationship between the mother and daughter, like all these things are things that just
And just, I mean, even, and
that ground you.
that idea of like love too.
Yeah.
Of like someone
Take a chance on it.
take a chance of, yeah, I kicked you out, but like that feeling didn't, Mamma Mia, here I go again.
Yeah.
How can I resist you? There's something so sexy about someone walking back into your life from years ago. And I don't even have anyone like this in my life.
But the concept's there too of like the logic. Logic be damned.
Out the window, you love who you love, you can't stop loving.
Which, like you're saying, can seem like it's going to set you up for a very fluffy time.
Yeah.
And yet it was so grounded.
It was so grounded.
And the comedy was out of this world.
Yeah.
There could have been a few more updates. But
Yeah.
even then, I forgive it. Because the
forgive
thing
it.
about this show, too, is like the choreography for every Mamma Mia is basically the same. It's like all locked in. Like when you get the royalties to do this show in a regional setting, you're using
The
the
original.
original Broadway format
I didn't
of
know
it.
that.
Yeah, so it's kind of like when you go to a McDonald's, you're getting the same burger
At
every
every
single
single-
one, getting the same French fries. This is the same with Mamma Mia. Wherever you go, you're getting the same production of Mamma
Yeah.
Mia based on what their capabilities are in that theater.
Yeah.
For that sense, I get it. We still have notes, and we're gonna hope to talk to somebody about that.
Yeah. So if you guys can get us in contact with the
Yeah, with the
I'm just kidding,
director.
please don't.
Please, or maybe just Jessica Crouch. I wouldn't mind just saying hi.
I would take her out for a cup of coffee or I don't know if she drinks, but I would buy her a drink.
You hear that, Jessica?
I would buy her a drink.
Kara. By the way, it's playing until July 19th. July 19th at Ahmanson Theater
July 19th.
with CTG LA downtown.
CTG LA.
The
Downtown.
music center.
Music
Easy
center.
part. There's parking there. It's easy.
There's parking. It's easy.
Kara, where can people follow you? Do you have anything to promote?
I don't have anything specific to promote right now, I think. Oh, I'm in the new I'm in
That was so good. You didn't have to. I liked it so. I should leave all of it.
like me leaving room for you to cut around it.
It's so good. That's a professional.
I am in the new season of Phineas and Ferb. I play a character in an episode, so make sure to check that out. I don't know when that's airing, but I hope it's soon. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I'm sure it's fine. Nobody cares.
I think it's fine. I talk about that shit all the time,
Yeah.
probably before I'm supposed to. Because no one's like, we can't let them know that we're going to surprise them with Kara.
I'm not like a big celebrity, but I am on the new season of Phineas and Ferb. Otherwise, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. My handle is at KARALYNN DUNTON, KARALYNNDUNTON. Tell me you like me.
Mm-hmm.
Just come on and tell me you like me. I need to hear it. 'Cause my self-esteem is low.
That's the word I was looking for before, self-esteem. When I have no voice, I
Yeah.
have no self-esteem.
Mm.
But
And I can see why.
thank you, because no face card to speak of. What I was going to say...
You're a handsome guy.
Thank you. It
A
was...
handsome guy with a very hot wife.
It's called fishing.
I told myself I wasn't going to be weird to your wife.
Your wife is very pretty, and I told myself I wouldn't be weird about it. I don't know if your wife drinks.
His wife is very attractive, but
If your wife drinks, I will take her out for a drink.
I would take out for
Jessica and I, Jessica Crouch, we have a set
bless
date.
your wife.
Thank you so much to Kara. Please let me know any other show you want me to go and see, any of the guests you want me to have on, any segments you want to be part of this show. And thanks again for watching all the way to the end or listening all the way to the end. Go to the Ahmanson, check out Mamma Mia, just like Kara and I did. It's super fun till
We did, I
July
was there.
19th. We were there.
July
And the
19th.
guy behind us learned what Mamma Mia is about. And just do the things people do. Give
Do
me
your
stars.
stuff.
Just give me stars, man.
What are stars?
Like 5 stars, 6.
Oh, give me
7
10 stars.
Give me 10 stars.
Aim
Give,
higher,
give
Ryan.
Kara 10 stars.
Give me 10 stars.
Get her that blue check mark on Instagram.
Put
Who's
him.
holding
yeah.
that back? I'm never going to pay for it.
I'm never gonna pay for that.
I'm never
check
going to
mark.
pay for it. But now that they make you pay for it, they're more stingy.
They're way more stingy. Because I'm verified on Snapchat and TikTok,
And you
which
always
are
say
the
it.
only 2 platforms that still offer authentic verification.
Crazy. Anyway, thanks so much. Bye. We got big theater kid energy. Look out, we project, we sing out, Louise. Never market, always go full out. John Patrick Shanley never had a doubt. Our voices are warm, fan kicks are high. We've got perfect form. We say thank you, 5. Grab your prop, charge all the glow tape. Curtains going up. 5, 6, 7, 8. We got big theater kid